What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Shani, and welcome back to the Women's Palace. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about marriage. This is for the people who is married and that's going to get married, okay? And God basically just gave me a little revelation on this scripture. So we're going to be in the book of Mark, chapter 10, verse 9. What therefore God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. In other words, let no man separate. And I feel a lot of people always feel like outside influences, like let nobody on the outside put asunder, or let nobody on the outside separate. But God is talking about mankind, which means the people in the marriage as well, right? Excuse my eye. But that means the people in the marriage cannot separate the marriage either. See, we have a high divorce rate, which means a lot of people just feel like when it's not working out, we're just going to divorce. No, God does not like divorce. So when God puts you together, when he put you in a covenant, let no man, which means no mankind, people on the outside and the people that's in the marriage. A lot of people just think the outside. No, God is talking about you too. God is more worried about the marriage than he is about the people in the marriage, which means the people in the marriage make it work for the sake of the marriage. And this kind of hit me too, because it was like, oh, okay, because a lot of people always say outsiders. Baby, put yourself in there too, because you are mankind. You are part of the species, which means you need to not break up this marriage off of your selfish reasons. And I say selfish because God had to make me realize a marriage is all about, that's another purpose that God put you on here. God put you for multiple purposes. Your purpose on which you are supposed to serve in the earth. You're supposed to serve your husband. You're supposed to serve your kids. So in that sense, you are being a service to your husband. You are being a service to your wife. So you can't feel like, oh, I don't like them no more. See, what I have to realize, love is not a feeling. Even though it brings feelings, you love. You gotta love even when you don't want to love. You gotta work it out even when you don't want to work it out. See, this is where God is saying, when you become one, you work it out. You take your selfish reasons. Oh, we just grew apart, baby. No, you have to sow. It's sowing and reaping. Just like you will reap what you sow. You gotta sow into your marriage. You gotta sow love. You gotta go show compassion. People get together and then just want to stop. Oh, I got him, so I don't have to keep up with myself. No. You got to date this person even after you're married. You're going to have to continue to get to know this person even after you're married, because we're supposed to be learning and growing, which means you're not going to be the same person that you were when you first married your husband from 10 years from now, or 5 years from now, even a year from now. So it's always about serving. It's about serving your purpose to God. This is why God says, do unto me what you do unto me. You're not serving your husband for his sake. You're serving it for God, because God put you to serve your husband. That's why I say relationships is a give-take thing. It's not draining. It's not supposed to drain you. And I say all this to understand you are a part of let no man separate what God joined together. If God joined you together with your spouse, you are not supposed to be the reason either you separate. You got to be able to work it out. And this is where God is teaching me in my single season, get your life together. Because a lot of people want to just so focus on getting married. Then when they get married, they're like, oh, I want to be single. Or I wish I had time to do this. Or I wish I should have been single, because marriage is work. A lot of people just see the pictures and I want that. You want the picture because you don't know what's going on outside of the picture. Marriage is work. You have to put in that work. And it's not to say it's going to be hard work, but you do have to put in the work. It's not going to just be about all of you no more. It's going to be about your spouse. It's going to be about you and your spouse. You're going to have to make sure that you are serving him, because of what I'm realizing, it's needs in a marriage. And just like needs, like a car needs gas, if you don't give it gas, it will not function, which means your husband or your wife will not be able to function correctly, right? A lot of people want to sit here, oh, they're not doing this or they're not doing. What are you giving out? Are you giving out you cannot give out your least and expect somebody to give you their best. You have to give out your best so people can give out their best. Are you putting in what that person needs? I have my relationship course on the Women's Palace Academy, which will be coming out probably by the end of this month. I will have the link in the description soon if you guys want to get more on that. But my thing is, God just gave me revelation from this scripture. It's not just the outside people. It's not just, oh, he, she, it's you too. Because you are a part of mankind. You are a part of the species, which means you do not need to separate because you feel your own selfish reasons. You feel your own selfish reasons that, oh, I just grew apart. No, it don't work like that. It don't work like that. And I'm sorry, God, when he told me this, it hit me, because it was like a lot of people just feel like outside, and I was a part of them people. Let no man, but I can do, if I want a divorce. No, you cannot get a divorce. Because if God joined you together, you're together for a reason. You got to make it work. You got to be able to put your pride to the side. You got to be able to put your feelings to the side. Why? Because this is a service. This is what you signed up for. Ain't no divorce. God does not like divorce. The only way it's the divorce is if it's the cheating, and I'm not going into all that. Like, you feel me? I'm just on the revelation. So in all that saying, understand that you are part of the mankind, of let no man separate what God joined together. So when you come together, it's for a lifetime. It's not easy. Just a lot of people think a paper, because marriage is a paper. God is about a covenant. When God joins you together, you are together no matter what a paper say. So you feel like, oh, we're going to go get a divorce, and you go out and be with other people and sleep with other people. You are in sexual immorality. You are committing a sin, because in God's eyes, you're still married. But you feel like because you have a paper that, oh, I'm divorced. You're not divorced. You think you're divorced, but that's because you didn't realize what God is saying. God is saying, let no man, which means you are a part of mankind. You cannot separate what you, just because you can, just because you feel like this world has a piece of paper where you can say you're divorced. No, you got to understand what God is saying. So in that saying, I want you guys to go read the book of Mark 10 and 9. Well, y'all can read all about 10 because it's a discussion about divorce. So, and yeah, read it all and marinate on that scripture. Go back to God, give her revelation, allow him to give you revelation like he gave me revelation. So go out and be a light in this dark world.